The Kris LaBelle Show.
Okay, I know, I look pretty good in video, especially when I'm in the kitchen, making 8 pounds of 45-day aged ribeye, cut by me for you, which I then cook up and get the golden sear in my cast iron pan over a gas stove. You saw the flames, it's how it goes when you flambe with cognac. You see, that was my first cannabis-infused dinner that I've done in 2021. And after that, which is coming up, 2022, I have 4 dinners this month in December. You're probably wondering, LaBelle, what happened to the podcast For Whom LaBelle Tolls? Good question. We ran 25 straight weeks. Our first episode hit almost 10,000 viewers. We're at 1,500 subscribers, but our last couple videos did not break 1,000 views. So we're back to the drawing board. What do we need to do to retain your attention? Retention, impressions, engagements, analytics, the algorithms, I'm shadow banned, whatever it is. We got to get those numbers up. Personally, it doesn't get any better than this. You got a guy that's been on entertainment for 20 years. You got OK Visuals producing this. I mean, it's pretty good. We're in BDT right now, not BDT, PDT. Please don't tell. We're in the hottest new nightclub in Calgary. And our boy, DJ New Boy, is killing it with his 3rd location. In fact, this is where we're going to be having my comedy shows for the next couple months. I'm going to be doing Fridays and Saturdays once a month in this gorgeous room. Walking into this New York-style cabaret. Stage, sound, lighting, it's dark, it's intimate, it's gorgeous. It reminds me of a real speakeasy, to be quite frank. We're going to be having special events. This is where I'm going to be working at it for quite a while, thanks to DJ New Boy and his team. And as for the podcast, well, it doesn't end. We're just going to take some time to come back and find out the best platform to deliver our agenda. I mean, our message, our propaganda. But whatever it's going to be tight. It's going to be precise. And I appreciate you guys all tuning in. I've had a ton of messages like, dude, where's the podcast? That's what happens. Consistency. That was the key to our podcast. Every week, Thursdays, 8 p.m., For Whom LaBelle Tolls, live premiere, and then we'd run it for the week until the next episode. We had some great guests, from Mean Hakeem of the UFC to Ernie Sue over at Trolley. We had Maha Al Ghul, the leader of the Palestinian protests. You should catch and see what's happening, man. We had Christina Jocko, 5 years in a Panama prison for smuggling cocaine. Yeah, didn't know about that episode, did you? But they're there, all 25. Check them out. It's going to be worth your while. So I also started a new business, Rocky Mountain Bone Broth Company. And our first product is going to be bison broth. That's what it's, just mountain bison broth. It's very simple. Knuckle bone and femur bone, rendered down to an amazing, nutrient-rich, dense broth full of collagen. 1 cup a day will keep you young, healthy, and your immune system at an optimal level. It improves gut health, inflammation, anxiety, sleep, and it constantly is restoring and repairing your body. So I got into the industry. I'm all about restoration. In fact, this week, Tuesday, November 30th, I turned 45. It's my birthday. So technically, it's like a birthday episode. It's weird though. People are like, did you tell anybody? Do you have any parties? Like, what are you doing? What do you do at 45 years old? It's my birthday. Do you want to, like, we want to go eat? Like, do you want to go eat? Like, what do you want to do? Like, I'm not going to invite people to my birthday. That's weird. So yeah, my birthday's Tuesday. If you want to e-transfer me some money, I'll take that. I don't mind e-transfers. You want to send me a nude or two? I don't care. Even if you're a dude, I don't care. Let's see what you got, right? I'm modern, I'm into it. But ultimately, yeah, that's what's going on. This is an update. So that video that we started the show off with, man, feels so good. That's my favorite place to be, in the kitchen. There in the mountains, because of course, as you know, I spent all my time there. And just the other day, myself, Ragnar and Leonidas, aka Ali Sharkey, my fighter, and our new fighter, Max Stroud, aka Ragnar, aka Thor, went and did some altitude training yesterday, shirtless, in our underwear, ran 7 kilometers in the mountains of Kananaskis, and then finished off in -2 weather and dove into the beautiful Kananaskis River. Frigid, but refreshing. I'm all about restoration. I'm all about being your best self. I'm always about sharing motivation. It's what I do. Every time things get difficult, I start a new business. Everyone's like, yo, you're an entrepreneur. I'm like, no, I'm a comedian. And that's what I do. I'm a stand-up comic. I don't always have to be funny. Okay, it's like a car. It doesn't always have to drive. It's still a car. It's still gonna start, and it's gonna get where it has to get. I just happen to be a fucking Lamborghini, a Ferrari, if you may. Maybe more of a muscle car, like a classic. I've been around a little while, right? Kick my tires, I'll kick you back. Because I also do Muay Thai and MMA. Jiu-Jitsu's my, mainstay. I'm still a white belt, but I enjoy grappling. I've learned to love grappling over at Alavanca Jiu-Jitsu on 16th Ave Northwest and now Northeast. And now they opened a new location in Airdrie. Opens this month, Alavanca Airdrie. So I'm currently working on getting my blue belt, because if I get my blue belt, I talked to Professor Tim Blanchard, and I'm gonna get to help coach the kids class. Because I love kids, love my son, I love his friends, I love being around youth, man. They're just the energy, the positivity. They haven't been through enough life to have that scorn, that jadedness. So coaching is one of the favorite things I love to do. And jiu-jitsu is something I've learned to adapt and love, get comfortable being uncomfortable. And I love seeing all these little guys running out there in their gis and rolling and grappling. They love it. So I strongly suggest you guys take a look at Alavanca Jiu-Jitsu on 16th Ave Northeast and also in Airdrie. Now, moving forward, what's the plan? What are we gonna do? We got a cooking show, we got the bone broth, and we're gonna be doing podcast type shows, but we're gonna be covering food. We're gonna be covering some local entertainment, local news, stuff that's happening in Calgary. It's where we are, it's who's tuning in. We check the demographics. Most of you are here. And that's what we're gonna focus on. What you wanna listen to, what you wanna see. Because we're not going anywhere. In fact, LK and I are so fucking busy, it's amazing that we can still meet once a week and provide some form of content. We got commercials coming on TV, that's right, CTV. Our Nortec Alberta, one of our sponsors, is gonna be on CTV during the NFL playoffs, running the commercial we shot for them. Pretty excited. Zach Turlier also is running a commercial on Pete the Plumber right now on CTV that we produce as well. My son and I, and Dominic is in it, and Zach. We'll be doing more stuff with Bell Media. It was simple, man. Get on TV wasn't as tough as I thought, man. I picked up the phone, talked to our sales rep, put a package together. I mean, I'm not gonna tell you what we got quoted, but we can get your content, your commercials on TV. That's where it's gotta be. Television isn't dead. It's just, you don't watch it because you're too busy watching Netflix. But a lot of people, 500 to 800,000 people a day watch CTV. So that's where our commercials are gonna start running on. Because ultimately, online's great, but there's still a physical world and people like to flick through channels. They like to watch CTV. So that's where we're gonna start posting our commercials. This is over 100-year-old building in this place right now. The roof itself, I just found out, is soundproofed. I just looked up. It's so condensed in here. Listen to that. It sounds like we're in a recording studio. It's time! Oh, I know. This double bicep pose, I've never had a bigger bicep in my life. I don't know. I got old, but as I got older, my biceps got bigger. It's weird. I got shorter, but my arms got bigger. I don't know what's happening, but probably steroids. Most likely steroids. They work past 45, just so you know. Everything worked still, just for the record. Anyways, so on that, yeah, that's the plan. For Whom LaBelle Told still exists, cooking show coming up, comedy shows here at Please Don't Tell, known as PDT, owned by DJ Newboy, guys killing it, also owner of Chakalaka and Honey on 17th Ave Southwest, both side by side each other. Stay tuned for our food video that we shot with El Chefe, Calgary's voted #1 taco. So we were here this afternoon trying out his tacos. I must have consumed 10,000 calories. They were delicious. Not, my other taqueria friends. Tacos are good, but El Chefe has got a phenomenal taco. You gotta try it. Guys, thanks for tuning in. That's what's happening with the show. That's what's going on with our business. And stay tuned for mid-December for the release of the Rocky Mountain Bone Broth Company's first product, Bison Bone Broth. That's what's happening. But the podcast, remember, isn't done. I'm excited about our next podcast episode. It's a 3-way. I shouldn't say it's a three-way. It's going to be with the owners of Nortec Alberta, our main sponsors, Nora and Adrian. These guys are a startup, a building company that started off with roofing, and now they're doing interior and exterior home builds, roofs, you name it, siding. They're killing it. Nora's a beautiful, strong, mother of 5 businesswoman for Nortec. And Adrian, her hardworking husband from Jamaica, and that's where the unique diversity of this couple comes in. They are a diverse couple. They're in the building industry and they're killing it. They talk about the adversities they face, the discrimination that they also face being young business owners and also being a diverse couple in the industry. And they talk about how they navigate that while having 5 children. Yeah, it's a great story. And we're going to have them up on the next podcast episode when we release it. But until then, we're going to take a break. We're going to re-examine what we're going to do, and the show is going to be back on air probably the next 2 weeks. And don't forget, December 10th and 11th, Kris LaBelle, that's me, back on stage once a month here at Please Don't Tell. It's a speakeasy, it's gorgeous, it looks amazing, only 75 seats per show. Book in advance and RSVP with me directly. So until then, I bid you adieu, and thank you for being so phenomenal. Click here to subscribe.